everyone to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Got his man quickly.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Fires to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense,
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they break the seal on the scoring.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40s. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Randall. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Hokies in the hurry up.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Paulo.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll run it again. NC State will pick up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes his connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And stampeding through the defense. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Working the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McPherson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll give it to him again. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's first down from the 11.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Second down.
Ready?
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down.
Come on.
He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Got it.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. On the move. Picks up the first down, still moving. Got a lot of running room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know. They're at the helm that can run the football. You better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Easy.
Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. NC State quick to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
4-2 Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, NC State!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kendricks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Touch pass on the run. Spins away from the defense. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4.
Let's go.
Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the... Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing.
And he intercepts it. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He'll pitch it. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hobbs. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines or else you draw the flag. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best. College football, this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out, it's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Hard in the backfield, it's Randall. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He
got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokie. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Fair catch called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the...
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. It's a flea flicker. He's going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Now, they told us they were going to run the trick play. I wasn't sure I believed them, but they dialed it up at the right time.
Well, I bet you believe them now. And the defense didn't believe it first. They thought it was a run. You can tell they suck up. The wide receiver looks like he's going to block. Slips right by the defensive backs. It ends up being a big play. Nice call, nice timing.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Running toward the tape. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes and to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Hokies come to the line in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
NC State with a 1st and 10 here. The option look. Quick toss. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
42. Virginia Tech, 32.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Shakes off the defender. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's McPherson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they...
He's off to the races. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Soft spot in the middle. Nowhere to move. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback empties his backfield.
Get set, get set.
The snap sets up the throw. And they got him for the sack.
Got it.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down.
Lasso, lasso.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. NC State sending the offense back onto the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense.
He's into the open down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, NC State. And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll try to tack on one more. Extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Mississippi State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Ready up.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18.
Down 55 weak.
He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Got his man. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's complete to the left, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Offense in a split backfield.
325.
He wants to throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Open space at the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. He's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Kendricks. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the misfire, now on second down.
Fire! Hand! Flip it!
Off the play fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which is really helpful. Schedule.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space.
And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Lasso! Lap! Roll it! Check!
They're going to throw it again. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And wait just a second. Take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dances away. On the move, he fires. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pitch, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Inside the 35. Off he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Makes the grab. It's McPherson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. With the clock running, this should be the final play. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Toner. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.